Here's Kyle Tucker. 0 for 2 in this one. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's the third baseman, Matt Shaw. Corner on the go. Pitch is low. Throw to second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. The pitch. In the air, out towards left center. And there's 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Out towards right center field. Brings it in, and that will end the inning. Cubs lead. Steele back to work. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. That's strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Edman in the box now. No balls and a strike. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Everything in that at-bat was away until the final pitch. 3 pitches in a row on the outside part of the plate, and of course, that gets you conditioned to look out there, maybe a little bit out on your toes. So a great call on pitch number 4 to just hit that inside part of the plate and freeze him for strike 3.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. There's the strike. And a big swing and a miss.
It looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Bush steps on the bag. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And that one popped in the air, left field. Hernandez settles underneath it, makes the catch, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 7.
Dansby Swanson stands in.
Swanson.
And fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
On the ground. Whips it across, and Swanson is set down. So up now for Chicago, Owen Casey. This one in the air, center field, Edman. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th. Now the third baseman, Max Muncy.
Now pitching
Number 43, taking over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Gassed it right by him.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Coming out of the bullpen, throwing BBs.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 1. Next pitch is outside.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out. Here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the 8th. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. That's off the mark, 1-0. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Tanner Scott looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Phillips, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Bats up with it. Zips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
In the air, left side. Hernandez settles underneath it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Here's Nico Horner. 1 for 3. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Edman makes a nice running catch. Back here at the friendly confines. All set to start the 9th in this one. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering is foul back. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
That's about as nasty of a split as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Hernandez stands in now and watches strike 1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. Not in time. He's safe.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Smith, the next to hit, takes outside. Just missed.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Goes down looking.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
2 outs. That one misses. And a count now 2-0. And a swing and a miss.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. 1 run across in the frame so far here in Game 1 of the NLCS. Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. And here's the closer to try and finish off Game 1, Tanner Scott.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Edman hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down.
The third baseman, number 6,
Matt Shaw digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Scott, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And it hits the fence. And he'll pull into second safely.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
1 out. Runner at second. Michael Busch getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one.
We got time.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Craig Counsell going with a pinch hitter here. Miguel Amaya. Big spot for him here. And that's outside. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. He thought about third, but won't take the chance and heads back to second. 1 out left for the Cubs. Now it's going to be Ian Happ. He's already homered here in this one. Fouled off. He was late.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to...
A swing and a soft liner. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. So the Los Angeles Dodgers drop their first game of the postseason here in Game 1. So maybe a little bit of a gut check for them to begin the LCS.
Yeah, I think that's the right way to put it. I mean, they've showed they're going to be a major threat this October, but after a loss here today, we're going to see how they respond, and it should be very interesting in Game 2.
And up next for Chicago, Carson Kelly. 0 for 2 in this one. On the ground, 2 ball. To second for 1. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. Back here at Wrigley Field, here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. That one hammered center field, back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. Here's Mookie Betts now.
Man, he hammered that one to center. I thought it was out of here, but Wynn just absolutely killed it.
Breaking ball through there for a strike. In the air to left center. Crow Armstrong should have it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Ha-Seong Kim. Just missed. Now 1-1.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles. But you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 2 of the NLCS.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. Slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Swanson fires over to first. They don't come much. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters are performed up to this point.
Crow Armstrong.
Snell back to work. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Muncy brings it in. And there's 1 down. Nico Horner will come up to hit. 1 for 3. This one smoked out to left. And puts the squeeze on that one. And a couple of quick outs. Ian Happ up to hit. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. So they go quietly there. We go to the 9th. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
In for a strike. Went with the sweeper. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2 with the count.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 2. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
In time to Bush, and the inning is over. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Tanner Scott.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Freeman makes the grab, 1 away. So digging in, Matt Shaw. Well struck left field. Hernandez drop step going back. And boom goes the dynamite. That one felt good. It's 3-2.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. got on playing with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. 0 for 3 in this one. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Waste no time there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. On to pinch run, John Birdie. Birdie runs. That's in for a strike. Throws. Save! And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And that one hit to first. Freeman takes it to the bag, and they're down to their last out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Trying to deliver as the hero. Pinch hitter coming on, Kevin Alcantara.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
They'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers salvage game 2 here at home to even this series. So the Los Angeles Dodgers are now in the driver's seat with a 2-0 lead in the series.
Yeah, and it'll be hard for them to not start thinking about the World Series, and maybe that's premature, but up 2-0 in a 7-game series, they got plenty of reasons to be confident.
Yeah, and for a team that's in a 2-0 hole, they've really got their work cut out for them as we head to a new venue for the next few games. First and second, no outs. So here's Kyle Tucker now. He's 0 for 1. Double steal. Pitch inside. Throw to third. Too late. Safe. Double steal. That one lifted to left. Hernandez ranging after it. Makes the grab. Runners tag up from second and third. Throw to third, but he's in there as a run scores on the play.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
To third, Muncy. Zips it across, but the game is tied as the run comes in. Now here is Michael Busch. He is struck out and he is walked. Down the line. And that drops foul. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in game 3 of the NLCS. Swing and a foul straight back. Here's the 0-2. Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Ian Happ up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Cracks his bat and pops him up. And that'll do it. It's game 3 of the National League Championship Series. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a miss, strike one. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You've got to be sharp.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Left fielder.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. And a base hit right there. Here's Freddie Freeman now. Runner takes off. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Left-hand batter waits. And that one fouled off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The other way, and a base hit. And 2 on now as they try to rally here.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. And up to the plate is Will Smith. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Next pitch is outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Sasaki back to work. And a foul ball.
You know, these Cubs need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Now it's the right fielder, Owen Casey. 1 for 2. Into center. Betts running hard to get it. The throw in there. That's a double.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. On the ground to the left. Betts up with it. Jump throw. And they get the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they've taken the lead here in Game 3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big
runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. To first, safe. And runners at the corners after the infield single. Here's Kyle Tucker. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Roki. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Alex Messia.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now here is Matt Shaw. They get the force, and that's terrific work out of the bullpen. One pitch to end the frame. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Now pitching for the
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ben Brown.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The high heat too much on that one. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Runner on the go. And that is out of play. Turns and fires to Betts.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. And the batter now, Ha-Seong Kim. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Just missed.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Way out front for strike 2. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. So the Dodgers leave one, still down by a count of 4-2. We go to the 8th. So up now for Chicago, Michael Busch. The pitch. Lifted in the air, out to left. Hernandez hauls it in, and there's one away. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Freeman, and that's an out. 2 down, bases empty. And up next for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. It's softly on the ground left side. Muncy sends it to first. And Swanson is set. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. That one fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All three pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. On the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. The Dodgers trailing by 2 here in the late stages of Game 3. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
They made pretty good work of them right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
First one to Freeman is in for a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Up the middle. Swanson fires over to first. And Freeman is... We're back. It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Anthony Bonda.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Tyler Glasnow appears to be getting loose. May getting cranked up as well. Line drive. And there's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Digging in, Carson Kelly. Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Slings to first, just got him, and he was burning up the baseline.
There was a time where that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but is increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. 1 run across. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 6-2. 1 down. And here's the DH for the Cubs, Kyle Tucker. Swing and a liner. Base hit out into right center field. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Challenging with the fastball right in the heart of the zone.
Now pitching for
at the plate, Matt Shaw.
Number 59, Evans.
Drilled out towards left center field. Outman going back. Hits the fence. 1 run is in. Here's Tucker on his way to the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And just like the ex-girlfriend who ain't coming back, that one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they boost their lead. It's 10-2.
What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
And now Ian Happ. That one ripped. Dives, and he can't hang on. And the postseason success continues for him.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
And now it's Dansby Swanson. A sliding stop. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Bottom of the ninth. Here comes Max Muncy. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. The batter now will be Will Smith. Check swing, called strike.
0-1's the count.
That one pushed foul. Base is empty, one away here in game 3 of the NLCS. Up the middle, Horner throws to first. 2 up, 2 down. Michael Conforto will climb in for a strike, and it's 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. They're down to their final strike.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
One strike away. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs get back in the series with a crucial road win in game 3. So the Chicago Cubs get back into this series with a much-needed win in game 3.
We've got a series on our hands here, Boog. They showed a lot of resilience today. A tremendous win in what was really their biggest game of the season.
And a tough loss on the other side for a team that looked good in the first 2 games. Now we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, and I'm sure they didn't expect this to be easy or anything like that. They're still in the driver's seat, and they've got to play that way in game 4.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Here's Kyle Tucker. He's 2 for 2.
Tucker.
High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. And they take the lead. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Shaw. And a foul ball. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in game 4 of the National League Championship Series. Swings through that one out in front that time. Activity in the bullpen. Alex Vesia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Bonda, the power lefty, up as well. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Ian Happ up to hit.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Hap, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick, back in. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Steele back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And there's a ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
In the air, left field. Pat sizing this one up. He's got it. One away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch.
Runner on the go. Cut on and miss. Throw a second. Tag, and they got him.
I got to admit, I'm kind of shocked he got caught stealing right there because of how big the lead was over at first base. Catcher doesn't throw very well either, but for whatever reasons, things came together, and they got the out at second. Really impressive job, I'd say.
Swing and a foul out of play.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. New inning getting started. Now, Dansby Swanson. That's to third. Muncy gets it to first, and a quick out, number 1. And now the right fielder, Owen Casey, 0 for 2 in this one. And a rope into center field, base hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now here is Carson Kelly. And safe. It's a stolen base. One out, the runner at second, late here in game 4. That's to third. Throw to first in time. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. 0 for 3 in this one. That one ripped right center field. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Run comes in from second, and they lead by 2. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
The Dodgers will go.
Now pitching.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. High fly ball out towards left center. And that is that. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scoring triple. It's now a 3-1 ball.
Now pitching for
We're back
Chicago.
in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh.
43.
Number 43.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
The wind of the pitch. Swings and misses, and one out now. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
The first
Yeah, it
baseman,
just
number
does so
5.
much to change
Ready.
the outlook of an important inning like
Bring
this.
them.
We've got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here is Freddie Freeman. That's in there. 0-1. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Next offering upstairs. Swing and a miss as he was late. One out, bases empty.
2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And first offering is fouled off. Gets the outside corner with that one. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back here in L.A., and now the DH, Kyle Tucker. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. One up, one down. Matt Shaw will hit next. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Base hit. So a man at first. And next for the Cubs, Michael Busch. Runner on the move. In the dirt. Oh, save! That's a stolen base. Shaw over at second, 1 down. Base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And here is Ian Happ. There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. Headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they lead by 4.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound.
Pitching for the Dodgers.
1 out. Runner at second. Swanson digs in.
Blake Wyden.
Now he breaks his back. Bare hands it. Tough play. Can't complete the play despite a great effort. So it's runners at the corners. 2 on, 1 out. Now it's the right fielder, Owen Casey. 1 for 3. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Makes the catch. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sac fly. It's 6-1.
Well, that's the 3rd run of the inning, and this team is doing a nice job of executing at the plate right now.
Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. On the ground. They take the force out, and that is the inning. 3 runs, 3 hits, an error, and 1 man left. Last half of the 8th. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the shortstop, Mookie Betts. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Porter Hodge.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Outside. Now 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beatings.
Now batting, the
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. That one to first, but it kicks foul. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side here. So back to the top of the order. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Anthony Banda.
And first offering is fouled off. Banda measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. So here's Horner now.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Dustin May looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Glasnow also getting ready. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Tucker, the next Cub to hit. He's already homered here in this one. That's out to center field. Edman in position. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Hodge back to work. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
0-1's the count.
Strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it. That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game. So the Chicago Cubs with a much-needed win to even this series at 2 games apiece.
Yeah, their season was on the line, and then they responded big time. And, you know, it says a lot about the character of this team that they played their absolute best in a game they knew they had to have.
Yeah, this is shaping up to be a great series now. Best of 3 to see who moves on to the World Series.